Navi's turn to ban. Turn to ban.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine.
We accept the apology.
No, it's not fine.
10 seconds remaining. Navi's turn to ban.
Welcome back, everyone, here to your grand final for the OGA Dota PIT Season 4 as Na'Vi are taking on OG. A 1-0 lead for the CIS squad, looking pretty good with that. PA and Slardar still Lacoste. Draft not being modified too much with this new patch, but we're finding out all sorts of cool little things about items and neutrals, things like that. As we get ourselves into draft for Game 2, anything that you're looking forward to?
What I'm looking
OG's turn to ban. Navi's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
10.
Yeah, it's
Navi's turn.
Pretty ridiculous burst of gold coming in. Well, a quick start to the draft. Morphling IO, Phoenix, Slardar banned. Starting off with a Chen for Na'Vi, which we saw them dismantle Nigma with. And Roger, exceptional on that hero. While a Keeper of the Light, there's a few changes for him, and you were saying earlier on, a hero that you expect to see a bit more of.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Storm Spirit.
Navi's turn to ban. Puck.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting changes. And that new Solar Bind, lowering target magic resistance, causing them to be slowed as the more they move. Looks like a pretty cool one there, as they did get rid of Blinding Light. And also, changing out his ultimate, like you said, Will-O-Wisp added with the Aghanims, but he gets back his spirit form, turning into the Ghostly Man. What they need to do next is they need to bring back the old Will-O-Wisp, with the little priests that come out.
Remaining.
The Ignis Fatus. Putting that Will-O-Wisp globally somewhere on the map so you can push it out and keep on farming.
Yeah, it's like,
and if you remember that, you're too old.
I remembered. I have that in my Dota 1 video when I was showing off my skill. I teleported that Will-O-Wisp guy, killed the tower with. It had like, I don't know, 20 damage maybe, and after the reduction you couldn't actually hit anything. It was very weak, but still managed to do it. Chen, Storm Spirit, Na'Vi. This is the combo that they've introduced at the start of the Epic League. In the interview, they said they stole it from someone, did not want to reveal who that was, but a very potent combination of two heroes, where it's like you have a budget Aegis if executed correctly. Storm Spirit TP's back, you use it to, Chen's recall to call him back. What are we looking for, Keeper of the Light? Like, do we want to see a recall on him, maybe? Since we're bringing the old abilities back.
Yeah, drag people around the map. That global displacement ability, super good. So they didn't say who they stole it from, but was it recent, or were they looking back into the past?
They just said that they stole it, and it was at the start of the Epic League, so like a month ago.
Interesting. It's something that I remember Alliance doing like 3 years ago or something, where they were defending base for like 20 minutes just because they had Chen Storm, able to like zip and clear creep waves and getting teleported back by the Chen, so he could continually keep clearing waves without wasting TP, which he can obviously do naturally. Respect ban on the PA. Exciting. We're not going to see the VTune Phantom Assassin. He has to play something different.
He had an amazing time in the previous game. But to go back to the Storm Spirit, instant lockdown coming out from Puck, something that he really hates to play into. The leash mechanic, the silence. He might struggle on this Storm Spirit because no matter how much farm you have, it's still very hard for you to like itemize at the early stages against that coil. But there is sustain, and something that they do well once they play Chen Storm combination. Chen is in the jungle, stacking both camps, one with the creep, one with the hero. Stacking got nerfed a bit.
5 seconds.
It went from
remaining.
40%, now it's 30%. You know, we were buffing those numbers quite up, and ended up in being the stack meta. So we had to tone it down a bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. But also interesting between the Storm and Puck is going to be that kind of Orchid timing for the Storm. And the Puck's build so far from Thompson has very much been double null, Urn, E-Blade. So we might see Puck shift back into the old school, you know, Yule Scepter, which is kind of more consistent against the Storm Orchid initiation.
You think so? I mean, it's Thompson after all.
OG's turn to
You never know.
ban.
Might happen. Oh, look at this. Double Spirit ban, Earth and Ember. Anti-Mage gone as Na'Vi banned that one out. And some focus there onto V-Tune by OG, right? The PA we mentioned, Drow Ranger, something he's definitely been successful with recently. Potentially, you know, like a
10
Life Stealer or
seconds
something
remaining.
could be another tempo hero here, along with Storm Spirit that could look very good for
5
Na'Vi.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
I'm not sure why they banned out Ember Spirit. To me, it feels like OG would not go for it. Like, Ember Spirit is okay as a hero, especially with some new items introduced that he benefits from. But having Puck as the mid lane and Ember Spirit as the safe lane, like, you can never finish the game. Like, you can't just kill the towers,
10
and with the
seconds
Keeper of the
remaining.
Light, that's gonna be a problem. So OG picks up the Lifestealer. They
5
have a
seconds
vehicle
remaining. OG's
in
turn
Puck
to
right
pick.
now. Rubik.
And they block V-Tune from having it. Like, that seems like a
Yeah,
very
that's big.
deliberate block pick. Na'Vi still not showing off what V-Tune's hero is going to be. Rubik Chen, age-old combo, really great telekinesis into like War Stomp from Centaur. Good all-round position
10
4
seconds
there.
remaining.
Should be a solid hero. I say position 4, and
5
that's a big
seconds
fat
remaining.
lie. It's probably going to be the always want to fly pos 5.
Yes, exactly. And there's going to be Chen played by Roger. I want to see some more active position 4. Like, Clockwork doesn't seem too good against Rubik, against Chen and Storm. So they might fall back to Tusk once again.
Ooh. Quite often the no-tail hero, that Enigma, so maybe it's the Kotl for Saxa.
I still feel you play Coddle as 5. Might be wrong. Like, this is a new patch, and they have no abilities. Beastmaster's still available.
10
I think you just get
remaining.
Beastmaster here. Decent laner against the Lifestealer. You
5
will eventually
seconds
need
remaining.
a BKB piercing ability, and it's general one of the most played heroes.
And so good with that Hawk to give vision, catching out any heroes hiding away in the fog, so Storm Spirit can make those jumps in to catch targets. And if you have Beastmaster Chen, you've got the makings of a Zoo strat there as well. Tons of tower push from your offlaner and your pos 4. Lots of sustain if they go for those aura items. Necrobook, Vlad's, Solar Crest, Mech on the Chen.
What about
little bit-
Core Venge? I think this is something that Venge
Oh, yeah?
will be played. Fits the role, because you want to farm that Aghanim Scepter, all the XP that you get while you're dead. You get it back once you respawn, and you have Illusion to play with.
Na'Vi's
That can
turn
cast
to
spells,
ban.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, the counter to Lifestealer, the Ursa Warrior. Stack up those Fury swipes. And he had a couple of changes recently in that patch. Let's do a
He
little
got
control
buffed.
F.
Like, I believe Overpower mana cost got buffed.
10 seconds
like
remaining.
less,
And the
it costs
cooldown.
less mana, and the cooldown, and the more slow
5
on the
seconds
Earthshock.
remaining.
And there's this cool interaction with New Shard where he gets, I think every 6th hit, he gets enraged for 1 second.
Yeah, that's super cool.
I can't believe I
see if it
actually
goes-
remembered that, because usually I need to read patch notes like 100 times to just get into everything. Like, the first thing I do when the patch comes out, if I'm not casting like yesterday, I just go into the demo mode and test everything, like every single change, to see how it goes. Then I start thinking about, you know,
Na'Vi's turn to
to see the
ban.
The theory
interactions.
crafting.
Yeah, just try to theory craft. And yeah, the 2 heroes that I suggested, Tusk banned out by Na'Vi, which is great save, you know, and they needed that position 4 to be more active, especially with Enigma, so they can actually run also a tri-lane. Beastmaster on the other side banned by OG, the BKB piercing ability, the Hawk that you mentioned that provides the vision, gives Storm Spirit a really good jump potential.
Turn to ban.
I want a Bat Ban coming out as well, just covering their bases. But yeah, thinking back to the Enigma series, they had Disruptor with his Ag Shard, which gives you like attack speed and move speed and stuff like that. With Ursa, you know, you could have potentially gone for his. There's some cool little combos between, you know, heroes getting these dual cores with Aghanim Shards going. Final ban for OG. Still looking for that position 3 hero on Na'Vi. No Slardar, no Beastmaster.
Na'Vi's
Still could think of, you know, like the Tide Hunter or something along those lines as they take out the Night Stalker.
I mean, if they... I don't think they can get the BKB piercing ability anymore from the offlane, so they might try to focus more on just the laning stage and the team fight. Okay, another General classic. Like, General's hero pool is pretty big. Like, when you think about him, yeah, there's Batrider, there's Beastmaster, there's Pangolier. These are the heroes, you know, that he really loves to play and just spams them every single time he can.
Oh, what a Sand King for OG. I'm curious to see how they give these players and heroes around.
All right, they're swapping things around. Saksa will be position 4, Keeper of the Light, getting the farm priority over No-Tails Enigma. And Sand King as the off lane, so they need to bring a sentry to this lane. I think you start with the Caustic Finale on Sand King, just push out the wave, and you don't care too much about the Ursa's harassment. Pangolier into Puck doesn't sound too great, like the leash mechanic, the silences, he could struggle up a bit.
Yeah, he could. And, you know, General there, a couple of buffs over on that Pangolier. Shield crash, damage, mana cost, both being buffed. And the cooldown on it as well. Getting a new little Aghanim Shard ability, the roll up. And also, looking at this all matching up, there's the Rubik against the Enigma, which OG have kind of picked into. Yeah. But a lot of team fights still for OG. Burrow Strike, Epicenter, Black Hole with a Dream Coil. And we'll see exactly what Saksa decides to build on that Keeper of the Light. As Na'Vi going into this game 2, again with more of this timing hit rather than the big wombo combos which OG are